Hi, I'm Emily again, and I'm going to be doing my secondary bag of IV infusion. And I have Ellen Davis again, date of birth 9/19 of 63, with Dr. Jones ordering 50 milliliters of cefazolin 1 gram over 30 minutes every 8 hours. We're just doing the one this time. So I have here my cefazolin 1 gram. And it looks like 50 milliliters, expires 4/23 of 2022, so we're good on that. And it looks clear, no cloudy, no sediment, perfect. Now, what I need to do is I need to open my secondary tubing bag. And in my secondary tubing bag, I have a hook that is going to lower my primary tubing bag because I want my primary tubing bag to be hanging lower because I want my secondary bag to be actually the one that's flowing. So the higher it is, that means that's the one that's going to flow because that's how gravity works. So I'm going to hang this hook, hopefully up on this one. And I'm going to take my primary bag that is infusing right now, and I'm going to first do it the right way. Then I'm going to break that, and I'm going to hang this down there and hope it stays. I'm going to retrieve my other command hook. Okay, and here I have my secondary tubing, has our little paper traps on it to try and keep us out. I have the ends, both ends. This end is the spike that's going into the bag. This end is the clamp that's going to attach to the current tubing that's on there. Now what I'm going to do first, just like on my primary bag, is I'm going to close the clamp so that I don't end up with cefazolin all over me. Okay. Now I'm going to do some hand hygiene, and then I'm going to say, hi, my name's Emily. I'm your nurse today, and I'm going to be adding some antibiotics into your IV. You're not going to feel anything different. It's just what Dr. Jones has ordered to help with your infection, okay? It's called cefazolin, and it's just going to go right into your current IV. So I'm going to hang that up there. And what I've got here is, can I get your name and date of birth, please? Perfect, Miss Davis. I have you down for getting the 50 milliliters over 30 minutes, and you're going to get this every 8 hours, so 3 times a day. I have a sticker with the patient's name, date of birth, the medication, how long it's supposed to infuse, today's date, and the time, and my initials. And I'm going to help. I don't know where that went. So we're going to, found it. We're going to hope that this stays up because I only have one set of all this. We might have to play through the magic of television. Okay, we'll try and do this as quickly as we can. I'm going to check your armband and make sure that you are Miss Davis. You are. Perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an alcohol swab and I'm going to clean the Y port, this sounds like it's falling, that is closest to the actual IV site. If I had a pump, I would do it closest to the primary bag. I don't have a pump, I'm doing it to gravity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this really good for 15 seconds. And then I'm going to let it air dry. Perfect. All right, now I need to take my secondary tubing. I'm going to remove the cap to the spike. I'm going to remove the rubber cover I'm going to spike the bag, which just means twist it back and forth until you get liquid in it. Squeeze that. Perfect. And what I'm doing is I'm squeezing it until it's about halfway full. Now, with this is actual medication, so we want to lose as little as possible. So, I'm going to take the cap off and hold it in this hand. With this is very short. So, I'm not going to touch anything with it, but I'm going to very, very slowly unroll this clamp. I see drips. I can see it moving down into the tubing, and I'm going to slow it way down by moving the clamp up and down. If I move it up, it opens it. If I move it down, it closes it. Now, I just want to lose the least amount of drips as possible. There, perfect. I got 2 drips out of that, and I close the clamp right back up again. All right. I'm going to take my cover, put it back on. Now, this is to be infused over 30 minutes at 10 drops a milliliter. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and multiply my number of milliliters that I need infused in the 30 minutes, multiply the drop factor in drops per minute, and then divide by 30 again to get my 30 minutes. When I do the math, that makes 16.67 drops per minute, so we use our rounding factors and round up 17 drops a minute, which if there's 60 seconds per minute, 60 divided by 17 equals 3.54. So I'm going to do approximately 1 drop every 4 seconds. So I'm going to take one more time. Clean, clean, clean this port. I'm so not close enough. Miss Davis, I'm sorry, we have to move your arm closer. Perfect. All right, I'm going to, 15 seconds, I'm going to clean the end of this off. Good. 15, perfect. Now, I'm going to turn the primary infusion off by clamping it, because I want the secondary infusion running now, not the primary. I'm going to remove the cap, and I'm going to magically make this connect because it's so far away. Perfect. All right, we have a connection here. Now what I'm going to do is, I have a piece of tape that has the date, the time started, and my initials. And I'm going to tape that onto my tubing. Now, I need to slowly open the roller so that I can get my drip factor according to what I calculated, which is 1 drop every 4 seconds, or 17 drops a minute. So I'm going to check my watch and very slowly open the roller. I don't want this to drip fast. Every 4 seconds. 4. Little bit more open. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So we have 4 drops. Pardon me. We have 1 drop every 4 seconds, which will calculate into the 30-minute time that the doctor has ordered this medication to infuse. I'm going to take one more piece of tape. Hopefully my gloves will let me here. And I'm going to just retape this line down now to secure it a little bit more. I don't want it to get caught. I don't want it to get pulled off. Her infusion site still looks great. I just started her primary. There's no swelling, no redness, no infiltration, which means like fluid under the skin. It's not hot to the touch. She's not complaining of any pain. So what we are going to do is we're going to combine the first and second video with my charting, because I didn't do it on the first video. And I'm going to chart the date and the time that I started. I'm going to sign it. Perfect. All right. Now, Miss Davis, is everything okay? Do you feel comfortable the way you are? Can I adjust your bed? Get you anything to drink? Perfect. All right. Well, I'm going to go. I will be back in about 15 minutes because I want to check on that. I don't want it to run out. Okay? All right. Thank you, Miss Davis.